morning students, welcome to SST So Simple tutorial. Today I am going to start revision of lesson 1 development of your economics textbook. Basically I will discuss those questions which have either been asked before or carry a probability of being asked as 3 or 5 marks questions. This session will be useful to those who have read the book and understood the lesson properly. If you have not read the book or watched my lessons, I would suggest you watch those videos first. The links of those videos are given in the description. Remember, this video is not the explanation of the chapter, but revision of lesson through important questions. So let us begin with different people, different goals. 2 questions are normally asked. 1. Different people have different developmental goals. Explain. 2. What may be the development for one may be destructive for the other. Explain. Both of these questions are very easy to write. Let us see the first question first. It is true that different people have different developmental goals. What may be development for one may not be development for the other. Development goals are different for different categories of people because of their different aspirations. Aspirations are based on their needs. Now you can quote few examples like more wages may be development for a worker. More days of work and better wages may be the developmental goals for a landless rural laborer. A high income through high support prices for the crops may be the developmental goal for a rich farmer. Next question. What may be development for one may not be development for the other. Explain. What may be development for one may not be development for the other. Write this statement. It may even be destructive for the other. Quote the example given in your book. Construction of a dam may be good for an industrialist as he will get electricity, but not for them whose land will be submerged and will be displaced. Or quote your own example that you see around in your city. The construction of a flyover to reduce the congestion and traffic jams may be a developmental goal, especially for the daily commuters. But for the construction of the flyover, surrounding houses, shops, etc. need to be demolished, which may not be liked by the occupants of the shops and houses. This may not be a developmental goal for them. Explain with examples that there are other important developmental goals besides income, or the quality of life also depends on non-material things. Justify the statement with examples. No doubt, money or material things that one can buy with it is an important factor on which our life depends. But the quality of our life also depends on many non-material things. Besides income, people also seek things like equal treatment, freedom, security, and respect. They resent discrimination and want to live with honor and dignity. For some, these things are more important than income. You can add here the role of friends in your life, which cannot be measured but means a lot to us. So the developmental goals that people have are not about only better income, but also about other things in life. Okay? A similar question is framed from the subunit public facilities. Money in your pocket cannot buy all the goods and services that one needs to live well. Do you agree with this statement? Justify your answer with any 3 suitable arguments. Here you have to agree with the statement because money, income and material alone are not an adequate indicator of a good quality of life. Money cannot buy all the goods and services one needs to live well. Money cannot buy pollution-free and clean environment with fresh air. It cannot protect us from infectious diseases and guarantee good health for us. Money cannot assure that medicines available in the market are not adulterated. Let us now see an important question from how to compare different countries. How does World Bank classify different countries? World Bank classifies different countries on the basis of per capita income in the following ways. First, countries with per capita income of 12,056 US dollars per annum and above in 2070 are called rich countries. Countries with per capita income of 955 US dollars or less per annum are called low income countries. Those countries whose per capita income lie between these two groups are considered as average income group countries. In what respects is the criterion used by the UNDP for measuring development different from the one used by the World Bank? The UNDP compares the development of the countries on the basis of literacy rate, gross enrollment ratio and health status of the people besides per capita income. On the other hand, the World Bank compares the development of the countries on the basis of per capita income that we have just seen now. On the basis of the comparison done by the UNDP, the countries are ranked as first, second, third like this. Whereas on the basis of the comparison done by the World Bank, the countries are divided into three categories: rich or high income countries, middle income countries, and the third one, poor or low income countries. So the UNDP has a broader concept of development and the World Bank has a narrow concept of development. Let us now see the next question. What is Human Development Index? Human Development Index is another measure of the level of the development of a country other than income. It is a tool developed by the United Nations to measure and rank countries based on the level of social and economic development. The HDI makes it possible to track changes in development levels from time to time and to compare development levels in different countries. The concept of HDI goes beyond income and growth to cover overall development with the object of improving the conditions of people from all angles. The three major indicators of the HDI are per capita income, health, education. Let us now go to the last unit, sustainability of development. Why is the issue of sustainability important for development? See, sustainable development aims at fulfilling the needs of today without compromising the needs of the future generation. Exploiting resources unethically will exhaust all the resources soon and nothing will be left for development in future. Sustainability of development also aims to carry out development works without causing damage to environment. Thus, we can say that sustainability of development cares for the needs of future generation, promotes efficient and judicious use of natural resources, stops overexploitation and overuse of resources, and lays emphasis on environmental protection and checks environmental degradation. See, there are two examples given in your textbook: groundwater in India and example 2, exhaustion of natural resources. You may get a question like this: explain the importance of sustainable development by giving example of groundwater. So, first of all, write about the importance of sustainable development and then write about the groundwater. Groundwater is a natural resource which is replenished by nature. We have utilized groundwater to the maximum. Recent evidences show that groundwater is under serious threat of disappearance. If suitable steps are not taken, it can pose serious consequences. So, people living in the areas with surplus water reserves should take care for its conservation. Efforts should be made not to overuse or degrade the quality of water. Sometimes you may be asked, suggest some ways by which resources can be used judiciously. This is an open question. You have to think then and there and write the answer. For example, you can think of using bicycle or walking for short distances rather than using a two-wheeler or four-wheeler. This can help in saving fuel and also will help in reducing air pollution. Using water resources judiciously and not polluting them will help us to preserve our water resources. Using CNG in place of petrol, we can help in reducing air pollution. Urbanization without deforestation can help us to sustain the natural environment. Having discussed all these questions, you must also read these questions. 1. Mention any one limitations of per capita income as an indicator of development. 2. What is IMR, infant mortality rate? 3. What is literacy rate? What is net attendance ratio? What is the rank of India as per the HDI report of 2018? It is 130. Define per capita income. In which category does India belong to according to World Bank? Why has Kerala a low IMR? What does BMI tell us? How is BMI calculated? These are important 1-mark questions. You may get 1-mark questions from table 1.1 also, developmental goals of different categories of person. With these questions, let me stop here. Read these questions again and again. We will meet now in the next class with revision of another lesson. Till then, keep reading and have a nice time. Thank you.